This happened in Arlington, Virginia, just a few days ago, when police were serving a search warrant after receiving a call about possible shots being fired from this home. When the police got there, they discovered that somebody had actually shot off a flare gun from the backyard. And this wasn't a little one-and-done type deal. There were a confirmed 30 flares shot that night. The police tried to make contact with the homeowner, James Yoo, and after receiving no response, they began entering the home. And that is when things got really wild, guys. Whoever was in the home began shooting a real pew-pew at the cops, forcing them to evacuate and call in a SWAT team, who ended up driving their van straight through the wall, causing this explosion. And look, I've been seeing a lot of people dogging on this James Yoo character, but I have mixed feelings about the whole thing. He was the head of global security at the federal government's Committee on Foreign Investments, and they don't just hire anybody for that kind of position. Obviously, at one point in time, he was a very intuitive, level-headed person. What drove him to this breaking point? Why did he seemingly go mad, and why wasn't he offered the resources he needed to get better before it escalated to this point? It's not like this just happened overnight, guys. He's been posting questionable things on his LinkedIn and on his YouTube channel for well over a year now. And get this, guys, the comments are still rolling in. Despite what the articles claim, he says that he wasn't even home during this incident. And guys, that's just the beginning. If you go and look up his YouTube, you'll see that he has a lot to say. He even goes as far as saying that he doesn't even live there anymore. He claims that he lives in Cincinnati, but according to him, the lien of the house is being held fraudulently in his name, and he can't get his name off the property until he hires an attorney. I'm just having a hard time quite believing what he's saying right now, because this directly clashes with some of the things that he supposedly posted on his LinkedIn in the past. He was posting videos and pictures of his neighbors, claiming that they were spying on him for the government and that they were reporting back to the government what he was doing, and saying, how could you be living in Cincinnati while you're posting pictures of neighbors that were right outside that house? He says that he works in high-level security and that all the systems in the United States have back doors in them for spying on people. In another comment, he adds, I was being spied on by the US government for previously working as the head of security for CFIUS. They assume I am a traitor. He then goes on to allude to something happening on December 7th, 2023, but he never definitively says anything about that day or what he believes is going to happen. And guys, it doesn't stop there. He also said, everybody is witnessing them attempting to silence and crush me. Their attempts to trick via reverse psychology through, for example, media headlines is pathetic. They do this to anybody who's worked for them. Now, obviously, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of claims being made, and there's not a lot of substantial evidence backing any of these claims. So I am not taking any of these as 100% fact. Obviously, he's had a good head on his shoulders. Obviously, he was a very bright individual since he had such a pristine position in the federal security. But clearly, he's had some sort of mental break or emotional break. My biggest takeaway from this is, where was his help? If he held this position, obviously it was a high-stress position. It would drain and wear on your mentals. So how have people been seeing these comments for over a year and nobody thought to reach out or check on him or get him the help he needs? I want to know what you guys think. Let me know your opinions in the comments below. And if you guys find any updates on the story or anything interesting, please feel free to pass them along my way, because I'm dying to get to the bottom of this. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to share it with a friend and hit that like button. And don't forget to follow my page for more updates on this story and others like it. Well, thank you guys so much again for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.